Now today, we're going to talk about NBA players who've gotten into trouble through the years, and as a result, it ended up ending their NBA careers. Gilbert Arenas was one of the best point guards in the NBA during the mid-2000s while playing for the Washington Wizards, becoming an All-Star 3 times and being selected on an All-NBA team 3 times as well. With Gilbert Arenas' scoring and passing abilities, it looked like he'd have a solid career in the NBA for many years to come. But in 2010, Arenas had unlicensed guns in his locker room, and while having an argument with his teammate Javaris Crittenton, he pulled a gun out on his teammate, and as a result, Arenas was suspended for most of the 2009 to 2010 NBA season. After this, Arenas was in and out of the league and spent a short time with the Magic and Grizzlies before going overseas to play for the Shanghai Sharks. Many people thought Len Bias was going to be a future NBA star after his college career at Maryland and getting drafted second in the 1986 draft by the Celtics. But less than 2 days after the draft, Bias died from a drug overdose, and unfortunately, we were never able to see how good Bias could have been in the NBA. A recent example of an NBA player ruining his own NBA career is player Meyers Leonard. Leonard had carved out a role in the NBA as a solid role player through his 8 years with the Miami Heat and Portland Trail Blazers. But during March 2021, Leonard was doing a video game live stream on the internet when he used an anti-Semitic slur, and the Heat ended up suspending Leonard indefinitely for his anti-Semitic slur, and they ended up trading Leonard to the Thunder, where they ended up releasing him. And since this time in March 2021, Leonard hasn't been re-signed after receiving a lot of backlash for using an anti-Semitic slur during his stream. Now, Miles Bridges was drafted with the 12th pick back in the 2018 draft by the Charlotte Hornets after spending 2 seasons at Michigan State. Bridges was a solid role player in his first 3 seasons with the Hornets, averaging 11 points per game. But during the 2021 NBA season, Miles became a star, averaging 20 points per game and 7 rebounds, which were both career highs. And many Charlotte fans and players liked his playing style and were expecting him to re-sign with the team this past offseason. But that all went wrong on June 29, 2022, when Bridges was arrested for felony domestic violence after getting into a fight with his baby mother. On November 3rd, he pleaded no contest to the charges and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. But after being arrested this past summer, Bridges hasn't been signed by any team. But reports recently came out that Miles Bridges was talking with the Charlotte Hornets about signing a new deal. So we'll see if any team ends up signing him, but it definitely won't be the $80 million contract he was expecting before all this happened. Josh Primo averaged 5 points in his first season, and the Spurs were hoping for Primo to keep improving during the next season, but only 4 games into the 2022 season. On October 28th, Josh Primo was released by the San Antonio Spurs, and many people wondered why they'd release such a young player so soon. But a day later, reports came out that Primo allegedly exposed himself to several women within the Spurs organization. Following this incident, no team has signed Josh Primo, but he's still only 20 years old, so it'll be interesting to see if any team signs him. I hope you enjoyed our video about some NBA players who ruined their own careers, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.